The cold never bothered me anyway. Actually, I don't like the cold, so it does bother me. But I live in New England, so what am I gonna do? Hello, Starlets. I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my channel. I make videos to inspire you to be the best version of yourself and live your dreams. So if you want to be an Everyday Starlet, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Today, I am kind of taking a break from being a starlet, and I am being more of a snow queen, let's say. Probably I've been called ice queen more times in my life than I'm comfortable with, but whatever. Anyway, I have made this cute little Elsa Frozen Snow Queen inspired corset, and yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with the way that it came out. So if you guys want to see how I made this corset, if you want to do an Elsa Snow Queen cosplay, whether in public or in the privacy of your own home, then just keep watching. So I'm gonna start this DIY with a corset. I found this on Amazon. The corset itself was not that expensive, although I did have to pay for shipping, and that was a little pricey, so you can decide for yourself what you want to decorate. It actually has black ties in the back, which I feel like for this it would be really cool to switch this out for white or even silver, if you could find silver ties, which would be really cool. I didn't do that because I didn't actually find any ties, so I'm just gonna leave the black for right now. But I think if you were really gonna do this for like a cosplay kind of thing, I think it'd be really cool to switch out the ties for like a more Snow Queen color, like white or silver. I'm also gonna use some E6000 glue, and I got some embroidered snowflakes. I have like a large, a medium, and some small here. These actually were pretty pricey, which I kind of was hoping I could get a deal because it's just after the holidays, but I could find what I could find. But if you can find some kind of embroidered snowflakes that are cheaper, go for it. Or you could use less. I kind of just over-ordered, and I'm gonna try to use them all. You can really decorate this with whatever you want. I found this really pretty snowflake brooch. I think this will be really cool to just sort of add as an accent in the center. And then I actually bought some clear crystals, but I actually decided I'm gonna go with these Aurora Borealis Swarovski crystals, which obviously hard to show up on camera. I had these left over from my last DIY that I did, which was my Rhinestone Marabou slippers, and I'll probably use the clear crystals for something else, but I just thought the Aurora Borealis ones looked really pretty with this particular color corset. And so yeah, I think they're gonna work better for this DIY. And then I also found on Amazon this, I don't know what this is actually called, like a rhinestone picker, rhinestone putter oner, I don't know. It's actually got crystals in the middle. I don't know if it'll show up on camera that it does. This one's really pretty. This actually was a lifesaver when it came to doing my rhinestone DIY Marabou slippers. So yeah, I'm gonna use this for this DIY too. Okay, so I'm gonna start out by taking some of this E6000 glue on a Q-tip. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we'll see. And then I'm gonna place this on the applique. It's a fine line. You want to get like enough for it to stick, but you don't want it to get so much that it ends up being messy. Then we're gonna kind of smooth out corset right here. And we're gonna hold this down in place. And hope this sticks.
Shall we begin?
Personally, I like to start with the larger snowflakes first, kind of figure out where you want those placed, and then I think it's easier to fill in with the smaller snowflakes. You can actually feel free to be symmetrical with this, or you can kind of be scattered, which I'm kind of trying to scatter these, but I'm going to try to scatter an even number of them on each side. I'm just gonna check some of these, make sure. Something like this is kind of awkward and it's hard to lay it flat because it's obviously not meant to be flat. It's meant to kind of move with the curve of a body, or actually it's actually meant to make the body have a curve. So, you know, makes sense that it would be a curvy thing. So I just kind of want to check and make sure they're there. Obviously, if I have to fix anything, I chose to not glue down the actual snowflake parts. I don't know if I'm going to regret that later, but I just figured it would be less messy if I just focused on making sure the center was glued down. And, you know, I mean, if it has a little bit of a 3D texture with these things sticking out, it's not really the end of the world, I don't think. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to take some of my glue on a Q-tip. I kind of wish I had more. That you can get really pointed Q-tips. I think I'm out of those, so I don't really have any right now. But I'm going to stick this, if you can see, like right in the center of one of my snowflakes. And then I'm going to take my little crystal picker-upper here. I'm going to put this right in the center. You could actually get different size crystals if you wanted to for the different size snowflakes, but I only have one size crystals, but I think these will actually fit really well in the center of all of these. I'm just gonna kind of give each snowflake a little crystal. So let me do this with one of the larger ones. That might be easier for you to see. I'm gonna try to go not too crazy with the glue because I don't want it to look too messy, but I'm just gonna put it right in the center. And then I pick up a crystal, and then I'm just going to place it right here in the center. And then I take the other side, which is just a metal tip, and I just hold it down. Because these embroidered snowflakes aren't quite as sparkly as I hope. They are silver thread, so they do have like an iridescence to them, but they're not quite as sparkly, and I wanted them to really kind of sparkle, so I'm going to put a crystal in the center of each of these. I think adding that extra crystal in the center just makes these snowflakes pop so much more. So it was time consuming, but I'm really glad that I did it. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do could be a little messy, but you know, it's all in the name of glamour. I'm just gonna try with my hands, and again, this is gonna be really messy and gross, but I can't really come up with a better way to do this. I'm gonna try to get some glue. I have some glue on this Q-tip on the back of a crystal, and then try to put an individual crystal on there. I can't really do it with the dropper because this part of the dropper isn't sticky enough to counteract the stickiness of the glue. I can use it to hold the crystal down. I'm hoping that the glue will dry into some of the places that I actually got it on the corset. Time will tell. Okay, that's just a little extra sparkle just to add a little bit of dimension, almost as if like they're tiny snowflakes in the distance. So you've got all these different size snowflakes, and you just add a little bit of sparkle. I'm gonna let this dry overnight, or maybe even for a couple nights, depending on when I get lighting to actually take a picture of this. But when it's dry, I'm also gonna pin this snowflake onto the top to kind of give it like this little brooch accent on the top here. I want to let this dry thoroughly before I put it on, and so the next time you see this, I will be wearing it in my full Snow Queen glamour, so stay tuned. And here is the final look right here. yes, I actually love how this came out. To be totally honest, if you're fuller busted like me, an over bust corset, which is more like a bustier, probably not the best idea because the girls are not really fitting in here. They feel secure, like they don't feel like they're gonna pop out, but it looks more uncomfortable, I think, than it actually is. Okay, and I'm gonna admit I did not hook all of these hooks in the front. I decorated the corset, but I do not have a ton of experience actually putting on corsets, and I tried about like 100 times and I was sweating. Yeah, I decided to just leave it for now. I'm gonna learn. That's actually 2020 resolution, learn how to put a corset on. But yeah, I actually think this came out really cute. I'm really happy with the way that it came out with the sparkles, and it feels very Elsa inspired. I'm gonna try to do my hair in a slight Elsa inspired look with some makeup, slightly Elsa inspired. Yeah, I think if you were gonna like cosplay this like out in public somewhere, you could add some kind of like maybe a flowy tulle skirt. If you could get some kind of maybe like a blue that went with this would be really cute. Yeah, I just thought this was fun, like a fun little glamour DIY to do, you know, for winter time. Yeah, so if you guys have any fun DIY glamour projects that you'd like me to do, let me know. And a while back I was suffering from anxiety and depression, and I truly believe that beauty and glamour and self-love and self-care and just having fun with some of this ridiculousness really saved my life. So if you want to be an everyday starlet or an everyday snow queen, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.